Welcome to another video. I'm excited to announce a new series that I'm going to be doing, which is this first episode. Woo! I am on an SMP. I got invited to join an SMP, and so this is the BuildGrove SMP. We've got the first episode. This is episode 1. Nice. So, I got put in an area that is very, very flowery. Not quite sure what to name this place yet. So, if you have ideas, put them in the comments. But, this is my first, well, close to first time on the server. But someone had built most of this, but then abandoned it. So it's now my area. And I'm going to be building around it. It'll be fun. At some point in the series, we're going to fill the entire area that's green with actual flowers. We're going to finish this pattern that they've started. It'll look really cool in the end, but we'll figure out how we're going to do it. But I was thinking for this first episode, we will build a house. Now, I have an area where I want to build the house, but I have to go catch my horse. This is USB Type-C, or Speedy for short. As you can see, I have been a little busy. I've looked at it a little bit. For example, these cobblestone, they're going to be where a fence is, and up here is where we're going to build the house. So that we can look down on our flower build. Up here, I've already done an outline of what the house is going to look like, but we need to go get the materials that we need. I have some of the materials, but I don't have all of it. I have the oak planks, and the oak stairs, and the oak slabs, and the trap door, and some of the flowers I'm going to put next to it. But I do not have, I'm gonna build an oak and birch house, so we're gonna have to go get some birch, as well as I need to get some sand for windows, and some iron for lanterns. So we're gonna be busy. I think I'm gonna go get some sand first, because I see some right over there. Looks easy to grab. When I got on the server, I was gifted things. So I was gifted this diamond armor, gifted this elytra and shield and crossbow and fireworks as well. We do need a couple more pieces of sand, so let's go grab those. And this house is going to be cute, so stay tuned. It'll fit the flowery theme. We're just gonna take all this sand, and we should have enough sand for all the windows we're gonna build. This house isn't going to be a huge house, but it'll work as a house. Okay, so you saw the space of the house required. Alright. We got the sand we need. Now let's go chop down some birch trees, because I'm gonna need a lot of stacks of the wood. A ton. Now, you may notice some things that are a little different about this SMP. mobs don't spawn unless you find a spawner. So it is a little bit more safe. This SMP, which is good for me because I tend to be a little clumsy. Alright, and by the time we get back, I will have all of the birch wood that is needed. See y'all in a sec. Alright, so I'm back. For you guys, it probably took us like a blink, but for me, it was quite a while. As you can tell, I kind of cut down a little birch area and began to replant, but I got more than enough birch wood for building. Now, I do need to get oak leaves, but I also don't want to leave I don't want to leave these trees leaveless. I don't want to leave them without their, just the stick portion. So I'm gonna tear these down as well. That way I don't just gather the leaves. I don't need very many of these, and I've already gotten what I need. Perfect! Alright. So the next thing I need is iron, actually. So, well, since the house is pretty close, I think I'm gonna go back up, go to sleep, and then we're gonna go mining for some iron, because I need some more iron for these lanterns. Right. Alright, I'm gonna drop these off in... There it is. This is the chest for the supplies that we're gonna use for the house. Drop these off. I got the sand, got the leaves. I'll put the birch saplings there just in case I want to have them. And I won't need these shears in the cave. Alright. Now there was this area down here that I did see some surface iron. So I'll mine that, and then I am very curious on what is down here. So we're gonna go exploring right after I very carefully get this iron. Because it looks so cool. But that, I mean, the lava looks a little dangerous, but that comes with mining. Ah yes, one surface iron. My favorite. Anyway, let's go exploring. You know, the safe way down. Water. I do want to go this way. I was more curious about this area here. Whoop. Eventually, I actually want to turn this area to a waterfall. So we'll see what happens. Where did I put my torches? There are my torches. Y'all, as I was getting this wood ready, I keep getting unwelcome guests. These pillagers are very, very annoying. Let's not fall into that hole. He saw me, he's gonna shoot. Dude, come on. There we go. Hey, I got a crossbow out of that. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Alright, we are back. We have most of the materials we'll need. I did off-camera strip the birch logs as well as get my materials ready for building, but we are not all done making our materials. I put the iron ingots in the furnace and the glass in the other furnace so that it would smelt, so that we can make these into other things. we have our quadrant here, so let's go ahead and get started with this build. Alright. So far, it looks like we have an A, if you look at it from this angle. A! This is so far what we've got. I mostly just wanted to get the exterior done today. So, let me know what you think. I'd say it turned out pretty cute. Anyway, this has been episode 1. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!